Hi, good morning. In this video, we are going to discuss some MCQs on surveying. The process of determining the plotted position of the station occupied by plane table by means of sites taken towards known points, location of which have been plotted is. Answer is resection. Resection is done by taking sites towards known points, okay, whose locations have been already plotted on the plane table. Plumbing fork is used for. Plumbing fork is mainly used for centering. This is a figure of a plumbing fork. This is the point from which we need to transfer its location to the ground. This is a U-frame and a thread is there and also a plumb bob is there at its end. Okay. Intersection method is also called. Intersection method is also known as graphic triangular method. In this graphic triangular method, the location of an object is determined by sighting it from two different plane table stations and the intersection of sighting rays. And the intersection of sighting rays will give the position of the object. The plane alidade is used for. The plane alidade is generally used for sighting. Okay, so option A is the answer. In quadrantal bearing system, a whole circle bearing of 189 degree 30 minutes can be expressed as. We know the directions north, east, west and south. The whole circle bearing is given as 189 degree 30 minutes. That is, from north direction, we need to take 189 degree 30 minutes. This angle is 180 degree and if this is 9 degree 30 minutes. Total angle is 189 degree 30 minutes and this angle is 9 degree 30 minutes. In quadrantal bearing system, this whole circle bearing can be represented as south 9 degree 30 minutes west. So, option C is the answer. Lines connecting points at which the declination is 0 is known as agonic lines. Okay. Here first option is isogonic lines. Isogonic lines are lines that connect points of equal magnetic declination. Equal declination. Okay. And declination is the angle between magnetic north and true north. Declination can be represented using delta. Next, agonic lines. Agonic lines are special isogonic lines that passes through points where the magnetic declination is 0. Okay. And this means the magnetic north and true north are the same for agonic lines. Next is isoclinic lines. Isoclinic lines means these lines connect points with equal dip. Okay. And dip is the angle between Earth's magnetic field and the horizontal plane. Next is contour lines. Contour lines are used in topographic maps and it represents points of equal elevation above a datum, okay, such as mean sea level. So our answer is option B. The magnetic bearing of a line AB is south 58 degree 30 minutes east. Calculate the true bearing if the declination is 6 degree 30 minutes west. We know that true bearing is equal to magnetic bearing plus or minus declination. If the declination is west, we need to add it. Okay. And if the declination is east, we have to subtract it. Okay. And here the declination is 6 degree 30 minutes west. Okay, so we are going to add that to the magnetic bearing. So the answer will be 58 degree 30 minutes plus 6 degree 30 minutes, that is 65 degree, and the answer is south, 65 degree 0 minutes east. Extent of diurnal variation of magnetic declination. Option A, greater at equator and less at the poles. Option B, less at equator and greater at the poles. Option C, same at both equator and at the poles. Does not depend on locality. The diurnal variation of magnetic declination, which is known as the daily fluctuation in Earth magnetic field. Okay, and it is less at equator and it is greater at the poles. So option B is the answer. This diurnal variation mainly happens because of the Earth's magnetic field, and it is influenced by electric currents in the ionosphere and which are driven by solar activity. Okay, these current variations in the magnetic field and their effects are stronger near the magnetic poles and weaker near the equator. That's why the diurnal variation of magnetic declination is less at equator and greater at the poles. Agate cap is fitted with a. Answer is option D, prismatic compass. We know that prismatic compass is a surveying instrument. We are using this prismatic compass to measure the bearings, okay, bearings or directions, okay. The agate cap, here you can see this is the agate cap. This agate cap serves as a protective cover for pivot point. Okay, this pivot point is having one magnetic needle, so it is act as a protective cover. The graduations in prismatic compass are inverted, are upright, run clockwise having 0 at north, run clockwise having 0 at south. The correct statements are, if you go through the statements, we can understand that the reading in prismatic compass are inverted. So option 1 is correct and it is not upright. And the graduations run clockwise having 0 at north. That option is wrong. And run clockwise having 0 at south. That option is correct. In prismatic compass, the graduations are engraved in an inverted manner to allow easy reading through the prism. So option 1 and 4 are correct. So option D is our answer.